All right, thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the day. So unfortunately, Justin and Rian had to go, but I wanted to share some of the work that we've done at Los Alamos. And I've taken a little bit of a different approach. So there's a lot of slides here. We're not going to go through all of them because I'm not here to recruit you and sell you on why Los Alamos is so awesome. What I'm here to do is show you what projects are going on and the guys that are looking for students. So the approach that we took on this presentation was to actually contact all of our PIs from NA22 projects and say, are you interested in having a student here? Are you interested in us recruiting for you? And are you interested in having students and faculty members contact you about collaborations? And these are the guys that said yes. So there's going to be a few of them on here. So you can go through the slides, you can get their email addresses, there's a picture of them, there's some of the work that they've been doing. So you can really get in there if you want to come to Los Alamos and work with us for a summer. So we'll go through just where we are. Yeah, northern New Mexico, it's beautiful. If you haven't been up here, we're at 7,200 feet. It's fantastic. There's skiing. We're rated one of the top small towns in the United States. I don't know who makes these decisions, but that's an interesting decision, top 10, but yeah, we'll take it. So we're one of the DOE national laboratories. We're one of the NNSA laboratories. We work on defense programs. We work on global security. We're pretty much in every field that NNSA is involved with. And that's our budget. Okay, so now the main thing I want to point out on this slide, right? This is our org chart. Every government presentation has to have an org chart. But the guy in the middle, Terry Wallace in global security, I was at a talk he gave probably 2 weeks ago. I think Robbie was there too. He literally said we are going to hire 180 people in the next fiscal year. And that started a couple weeks ago. So if you look at it, labs don't really do HR work on Fridays. We're hiring one person a day per working day this fiscal year. So if you're graduating and you want to come to Los Alamos, come talk to me. We can get you connected. Okay, so I work in the nuclear nonproliferation security group. And so some of the things that we do safeguards, we do all the satellite programs, we work in foreign environments, we work in domestic environments, we do radiation detection, we do interrogation, we do all kinds of things. And so we just want to show you that. And this year is kind of a special year. It is the 50th anniversary of safeguards. And so there's a big push to talk about safeguards and all things that have been developed. So safeguards started at Los Alamos National Laboratory with Bob Keepin. And they're celebrating that. There's going to be a big celebration next summer, probably in the June timeframe before INMM. So there's going to be a symposium, there's going to be tours, there's going to be classes. And we're going to roll that into the summer school we'll talk about in a second. We have some world-class facilities, anywhere from high performance computing, to the neutron accelerator at Lance, to DART, which is working on the defense programs stuff. We have all kinds of chemistry capabilities. We're currently handling all the plutonium processing for the DOE complex. All right, some of the things that we've done. So we always like to say, hey, well, you guys work on defense programs. What else do you do? Mars rover, that's our guys, right? So this is a laser-induced breakdown spectroscopy that actually went to Mars. They're getting data on that all the time. And that's an ongoing project. I believe they call it ChemCam. But they're working on doing the next one for the next rover as well. Okay, so now I promised there would be projects going on. This is one, Holly Turlou. She works a lot of MCMP work in NEN5. She's really interested in bringing somebody out. I think we've got a couple of guys who've worked in NEN5 before. Holly's fantastic. This is the work that she's been up to lately. So if you're interested in this kind of stuff, if you want to do some reactor simulations, contact Holly. The other thing, Patrick just actually won a big new grant from the guys in 22, and so he's looking for some postdocs, he's looking for some students, doing a lot of the data stuff. This is his project from last year. It's ongoing still, so still wrapping that up. And they're going to do a lot of calculations with him, and he's fantastic. If you've not met him, he's great with students, generous with his time, and he's the kind of person you'd want to come and work with here at Los Alamos. Okay, advanced materials. So talking about a lot of the new detectors we've seen. If you guys are having problems, you guys want to collaborate with different individuals, Sven has been doing some really fantastic work and is really looking to get involved with the consortia. So the thing that's happened really well for the consortiums, the reason people want to be involved are PIs is because they've seen the success stories, right? So Sarah put up a couple of the guys yesterday who've gone through. Alexis is one of our staff members, and she is just absolutely doing a great job at Los Alamos. And so those who've come before you have paved the way and given you opportunities. So let's really take advantage of that. There's a belief amongst the laboratory that the best and the brightest students coming out of the academic complex are coming from the consortia right now. And as a result, you're getting first look at all of the jobs. So Sean is working in our ISR group, ISR 1, it's International Space Radiation, and he's doing some pretty novel scintillator work. And honestly, it's so far over my head I couldn't explain you the details of it, but I know that he's really smart, and he works in the floor above me, and he actually went to the NSSC kickoff workshop a couple of months ago. So if you were there, he was like really pushing me like, hey, come this summer. So we need to get Sean a really good student. All right, the other thing, somebody asked me yesterday about imaging. So we've got a guy doing some Muon imaging of dry storage casks. It's a verification technology that they're really excited about. And so it's a long-term thing. And you can see this picture over here. It's got these panels. Actually, you got to see his lab the other day. And he's in the process of building more. And they want to take and do an actual fieldable test. So that's something that you could be involved with if you come out and you work with Matt. Now, Alonzo's been working on a fieldable spectrometer, trying to do uranium enrichment measurements in the field, isotopic analysis, so I want to field that out there. And he's really looking for people to come in that have information or ability and skills to work with taking a system from in the lab and putting it into a transportable device. And that's his next thing, is working on this fieldable prototype. They've done the bench scale, they've proven it can work, and now they're looking at how do we take this into the field. So if you're into that kind of thing, you want to travel, you want to actually practice with it, he's looking for people to help him with that. So then there's one more, working on a bunch of different transport simulations. So that's a little outside of mine, I'm an experimentalist, but these guys are really excited about this. They've got a lot of different work going on in the computational side. So there's a little something for everybody at Los Alamos. If you want to do experiments, if you want to get in the field, if you want to do some computing, we can help you with that. Okay, and so you've heard a lot about the DAF, right? So Justin was here taking students out there from the consortium for the last 2 summers. We're planning to go out again. Well, NSERC is what we call that. It's out at the DAF, and they're looking to hire people to do device assembly facility work. And what does that mean, right? So you're not putting together warheads. What you're doing is you're actually running critical experiments, subcritical experiments that are across all different mission spaces, from defense programs all the way to NA-20 space. And the guys who are there are very generous with their time. They train you to handle the materials. You're using category 1 nuclear material, and you're running different things like flat top and Freya and all the different devices. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap up here, but basically I wanted to give you guys an experience at Los Alamos this summer, and what we're doing is we're setting up this summer school. It's still coming together. We're trying to get applications together, but basically we're looking to bring 30 students out to Los Alamos. We're gonna have a variety of different experiences that you're gonna have that are novel. So one of them is you're gonna spend a week in the IAEA Safeguards course. Every IAEA inspector for the last 30 or 40 years has been trained in non-destructive assay by scientists at Los Alamos. And you're gonna get hands-on experience with material and all of the detectors that they use, taught by the exact same guys that teach those inspectors. So that's one of the things we can offer for you this summer. Please consider signing up for the Nonproliferation Summer School. You're going to get information that's going to come out through the consortia for that. We're taking applications, and we're going to couple that with a summer internship working with one of these PIs. So I hope I've kind of enticed you to think about coming up to the Mesa. If you have any questions, I'd like to entertain those.
We've taken a few different routes here with students, interacting with students. There's sort of the basic summer internship. But as I showed, there's a lot of year-round continuing interaction with students, and how we